Tesla's Model Y is the best-selling car in the world. It has held that title for 3 consecutive years, moving over 4 million units globally, across 4 factories on 3 continents. But Wall Street is quietly shifting billions into a massive threat, the Rivian R2. The question serious investors are now asking is whether the analysts are seeing something Elon Musk is missing. This is how a company worth $18 billion plans to crack the monopoly of a company worth $1.5 trillion, and why a surprising number of people on Wall Street think it might actually work. Let's start with the empire under siege. Tesla's Model Y isn't just dominant, it's historically dominant. No electric vehicle has ever achieved this kind of global scale. Over 357,000 units sold in the United States alone in 2025, built across gigafactories in Fremont, Shanghai, Berlin, and Austin. When you talk about the Model Y, you're talking about the vehicle that proved electric SUVs could be mainstream. But here's what Tesla doesn't advertise. Those 357,000 American sales represent a 4% decline from 2024. Globally, Tesla deliveries fell 8.6% year over year, while production dropped 6.7%. Total automotive gross margin slid from 18.5% down to 16.2% in the first quarter of 2025. Driven by lower average selling prices. By the third quarter, total GAAP gross margin sat at 18%, still declining. TSLA stock carries a market capitalization of $1.57 trillion, making it the 9th most valuable company on Earth. But the financial trend lines are pointing in the wrong direction, and institutional investors have noticed. Now enter the challenger, the Rivian R2. R.J. Scaringe founded Rivian with a vision of building adventure-oriented electric vehicles. The R1T truck and R1S SUV earned critical acclaim but remained expensive niche products. The R2 is something entirely different. It's Rivian's first true mass-market vehicle. A compact electric SUV built to compete directly with the Model Y on price, on range, and on everyday usability. When Rivian first revealed the R2 concept in March 2024 and opened reservations with a $100 deposit, they secured more than 68,000 reservations in less than 24 hours. That number told Wall Street something important. There was enormous pent-up demand for an alternative to Tesla in the mid-price electric SUV segment. Fast forward to spring 2026. The R2 performance is now hitting the streets at $57,990 with 656 horsepower, 328 miles of EPA range, and 90.1 cubic feet of total cargo space. The premium trim follows before the end of the year, and the real volume play, the standard R2 starting around $45,000, arrives in the first half of 2027. Rivian has built out a 1.1 million square foot factory expansion in Normal, Illinois, with capacity to produce up to 155,000 R2s per year. Now let's talk about the specs that actually matter to buyers. The R2 performance carries 328 miles of range, compared to the Model Y performance's 303 miles. It offers 90.1 cubic feet of cargo versus 75.5 cubic feet in the Tesla. Ground clearance sits at 9.6 inches, 60% more than the Model Y's 6.6 inches. And here's what shocked engineers across the industry. The R2 performance achieves 109 miles per gallon equivalent, despite being boxier, taller, heavier, and carrying an extra 370 pounds. That's 5% more efficient than the Model Y performance. The Tesla is quicker to 60 miles per hour by 0.3 of a second. But a Model Y owner does not need 656 horsepower. They will notice 22 extra miles of range on a road trip and 14.6 extra cubic feet when loading a kid's bike. This brings us to what analysts have started calling the Tesla exodus. A significant percentage of early R2 buyers are former Model 3 and Model Y owners. The reasons are layered, but brand fatigue sits near the top. In many tech hubs, the Model Y has become the new beige Camry. It's everywhere. It's no longer a statement. And for a customer base that originally bought Tesla partly for its identity, that ubiquity has become a liability. If you're tired of surface-level EV news and want deep dives into the actual data shaping the automotive future, subscribe and stay ahead of the curve. So what does Wall Street actually think? The analyst community is genuinely divided, and that division is itself revealing. On the bull side, Wedbush analyst Dan Ives has reiterated his outperform rating on Rivian stock, citing the strategic importance of the Volkswagen partnership and the R2's growth trajectory. Baird upgraded Rivian to outperform with a price target of $25, pointing directly to the R2 launch as the catalyst. On the bear side, Morgan Stanley downgraded Rivian to underweight, citing a cautious electric vehicle market outlook and execution risks around the R2 ramp. The consensus from 25 analysts lands at hold with an average price target of $16.67. The revenue projections tell a more dramatic story. Analysts expect Rivian's revenue to hit roughly $7 billion in 2026, growing 30%, then nearly doubling to $11.05 billion in 2027 as R2 volumes build. Compare that to Tesla's expected $102 billion in 2026 revenue, growing at 8%. Tesla is the giant, but Rivian is growing nearly 4 times faster in percentage terms. The bears raise legitimate concerns. Rivian stock reflects a market capitalization of just $18.04 billion. The company's profit margin stands at negative 63%. Earnings per share remain deeply negative, with consensus around negative $2.51 in 2026. This is entirely a story about whether the path to profitability arrives before the company runs out of runway. But this is where the Volkswagen lifeline changes the calculus. Volkswagen has committed $5.08 billion to Rivian, unlocked as milestones are reached. They have already deployed $2 billion of that. Volkswagen's equity stake has grown from 8.6% to 15.9% in under 2 years, and they have now displaced Amazon as Rivian's top shareholder. This is not charity. Volkswagen is buying access to Rivian's software platform through a formal joint venture, and they are betting that Rivian's technology will underpin the next generation of Volkswagen electric vehicles. That partnership provides Rivian with something most electric vehicle startups never get: a financial backstop from one of the world's largest automakers. Then there is the Uber deal. In March 2026, Rivian and Uber announced a partnership to deploy up to 50,000 fully autonomous R2 robo-taxis. The first phase covers 10,000 vehicles with an option for 40,000 more by 2030. Uber will invest up to $1.25 billion in Rivian through 2031. Initial deployments are expected in San Francisco and Miami by 2028, expanding to 25 cities by 2031. As R.J. Scaringe put it, this partnership will help accelerate their path to Level 4 autonomy. Institutional investors are watching all of this carefully. Institutional ownership sits at 56.25% of Rivian's float, a level that suggests cautious interest rather than full conviction. They are waiting to see R2 production ramp successfully before committing further. And that is really the core question. Rivian does not need to kill the Model Y. It does not need to outsell Tesla. It needs to prove that it can manufacture the R2 at scale, drive gross margins positive, and capture enough of the mid-price electric SUV market to justify its valuation and reach profitability before its capital runway ends. The Volkswagen money buys time. The Uber deal provides guaranteed volume. The R2 specs provide the product. Tesla still commands an overwhelming lead in scale, brand recognition, charging infrastructure, and manufacturing efficiency. But for the first time since the Model Y launched, there is a credible competitor in the segment with a vehicle that matches or exceeds Tesla's offering on most metrics that matter to actual buyers. Wall Street is not predicting Rivian will destroy Tesla. What they are pricing in is something more subtle and arguably more significant: the end of the Model Y's monopoly on the electric SUV segment. And in a market where Tesla's margins are already compressing, even a modest loss of market share changes the entire investment thesis. The R2 does not need to be a Tesla killer. It just needs to be good enough to give millions of buyers a real choice. And by every measurable standard, it is. But choosing the right electric vehicle is only half the battle. The real trick is fueling it without blowing up your electric bill. Click right here to check out our breakdown on the secret to cheaper home charging, where we explain exactly how to exploit off-peak rates to cut your daily driving costs in half. Subscribe to the channel, click that video, and I'll see you there.